Oh, the character. Okay. Well, fittingly enough, he is playing the saltiest of Doges. He is playing Duck Hunt. All right, now one of the interesting things that I really like about this matchup is, well, okay, I say like, more I like to observe upon it and not deal with it myself. Duck Hunt Dog, I would argue, is fairly similar to Mega Man to a certain degree, in that they both are very projectile-heavy setup-based characters. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely. Wario looks a lot more different since the most recent patch. Definitely does seem to work a lot better though. Yep, now we are getting an open call for another commentator here, so you guys don't have to deal with me being alone for too long. Thank goodness I don't like being alone either. Best thing he got rid of is his dumb bike. Oh! Salty Doge just about proving his namesake here. Oh, making Salty Doge eat that Wario foot there. That is absolutely Wario. You cannot convince me otherwise. He definitely seems to be a much more aerial character than in previous patches here. But Salty Doge is going to prove his namesake and take that game 1-0. Oh, that grin. Salty Doge from out of state. I have no idea. You're not out of state, are you? Huh? Missouri. Good heavens. Okay, Salty Doge is in fact from Missouri of all places. So the more you know. But back to the match here. BestNess opting to go for Samus this time around. Oh man, I get super salty going up against Samus. My little brother made Samus, and he is very good with him. And I cannot for the life of me psychologically deal with Samus man. It is not best of 5 to my knowledge. Once we hit finals, I believe we get best of 5. But at the moment, it's best of 3. Okay, now this is particularly interesting, seeing 2 projectile-based characters deal with each other in such unique fashion. BestNess very clearly is opting to only use projectiles when it's convenient and not necessarily relying on them, whereas Salty Doge seems to be going the other way around. Salty Doge is using the projectiles to make sure that BestNess cannot get onto the platforms very easily. Not working out too well for him. He will eat that charge beam like the little pirate he is. You should see a Samus ditto. Oh! Oh, just about earning his namesake all over again. Salty Doge getting a very good combo there. But he's going to eat that charge beam. Samus ditto. I can think of several things that I could do that's more worthwhile and deserving of my time than seeing a regular Samus ditto. Now I'm being facetious to a certain degree. I know that Samus is a very, very skilled character. I'm just talking out of the virtue of people who play Samus for the sake of it being a purely projectile-based character, and just kind of dicking around with that. But Salty Doge is going to take that stock finally after 170%. But he does have 72% right now. At the moment, he is in kill range. Oh, thank you so much, Daewoo. Funny story, I actually did do radio for a while. However, I was not on the mic. I was one of the producers doing fact-checking on a political radio show. It was all sorts of interesting. But BestNess will take that stock and take the game 1-1 versus Salty Doge. We are moving on to Game 3 here. Announcer for horse races. Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll take horse race announcer. BestNess is facing my Samus Styles up close, literally pulling air combos everywhere. Moving on to Town and City between BestNess and Salty Doge. If you are just tuning in, this is Winner's Quarters. Game 3, the final game between BestNess and Salty Doge. Now, if you don't tune into the Gamers Abbey stream regularly or are familiar with these characters, BestNess is particularly known, despite what his title may imply, BestNess does not restrict himself to any one character. I have seen him play a multitude of characters over several tournaments, and generally speaking, what he'll do is, I'm amazed he didn't do it this time, he will take the main of the player that he is fighting and beat them with it. Having never pulled out that character before, it is an astounding feat to behold. All right, and we do have another commentator joining us. Welcome, welcome. Would you like to introduce yourself to the stream?
Absolutely. Hi, guys. My tag is Cycle. My real name is Cody. I'm in Yoshi. I'm not new to the Smash scene. I haven't been coming to a lot of the tournaments, but that's going to change, so you'll be seeing me around more.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're happy to have you here. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the match here. BestNess versus Salty Doge as Samus and Duck Hunt, respectively. And Salty Doge immediately is going to be eating that charge beam.
Oh, yeah, and his own bullet.
Oh, he's going to be eating his own can there. That is just a massive amount of not fun.
BestNess is a very respectable Samus.
He is a very respectable Samus. I will commend him to the end of the earth for not playing Samus like every other For Glory Samus I've ever seen in my entire freaking life.
It's quite impressive, really. Like, having that kind of playstyle with the character that is so commonly played one other way, that is like almost polar opposite to how he plays, is quite impressive.
It's very impressive.
All right, they're both down to 1 and 1 stock.
What is my tag? My tag is Xauric. It is Xauric. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook. I mainly just do music on Facebook, though. I'm a music producer on the side. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter under the tag Xauric. I'm going to be here at the monthlies very regularly now, and I commentate the Lehigh Game Grid on Thursdays between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock for the Smash Brothers for Wii U tournament. Anyways, back to the match here. Salty Doge and BestNess holding a fairly good match against each other. We aren't necessarily seeing any one big lead against the other, but Salty Doge does have primary stage control. He is making BestNess react to him.
Absolutely. It seems to be right inside BestNess's head. If BestNess can reset the neutral, he has a chance.
Oh, he is just juggling him into oblivion, but does not get the kill. Fantastic DI from BestNess there.
The up air is going to take the last.
He will just gently nudge him into the top ceiling. BestNess falling into loser's bracket while Salty Doge moves on. But a good game from the both of them.
Absolutely. All right.